Alright, hello and welcome. This is episode 38 of Labyrinth of Touhou, getting started. I'm back up here on 23. Last time we explored some of the areas like under, basement 6 I think we were mostly in. So this time we're going to head back upstairs and see if we can find anything useful. I'm just going to kind of keep exploring bit by bit, you know? So last time we were up here, we activated those blue wind things, and now we have several of them to play around with. We're looking for barrier spaces to place barriers, and so I think we found one or two of them so far, but in any case we got more to find. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to start by heading over to here and heading to a new area to the north. Let's see what is there. Okay, a fairly short trip. I'm not opposed to that. It almost looked like we were going to get a treasure chest here, but maybe it's tucked further away somehow. But I'm going to examine this little island, and if we find anything new, I'll let you guys know. Alright, here's our first discovery. Apparently, it goes back to the earlier part, which we explored the last time we were up here. Not super interesting, but good that these things connect. That means fewer places for us to, explore or have to like double back for, you know? So it's worth noting that that thing just dropped a Dragon's Mane. The Dragon's Mane was an item that we haven't been using. It's a very good material, and we only found a couple of them. That was our fourth one that we just picked up in the whole game. I don't think I've ever used one for building equipment. But I guess now we actually have access to monsters that drop them as a matter of course, so we can start using those up if we need to. What I'd like to do, honestly, is there's a sub-equipment that we haven't gotten, and it's the Zeus armor. I'm pretty sure it's this slot right here. So next time I go back to town, I think maybe I'll make one, and then we'll at least have it. It's not like it's super amazing at this point, but it is something to fill out another page of the sub-equipments. Anyway, as you can see, they've done a pretty good job of making it look like we're gonna get treasure chests, but not actually giving us treasure chests. So far, not much interesting going on this little island, but we'll see. Finally. They had us go at it from two different directions before finally actually grabbing it. Main equipment, primal armor. Okay, that might be interesting. What have we got here? It seems new. Primal armor. It's not. What? Oh, we have these. These are garbage! Why did they even bother giving us one of these? I have no idea. Anyway. Okay, this is fairly interesting. We've got a eastward bound one here. Let's check it out just to see where it leads us. It looks like it leads us to a sizable island, but we want to finish exploring this one first. So I'm going to finish this up. You can see there's just a few pink spots to my north to examine. I'm not sure how much larger this island is, but we're going to find out. We'll be right back. Well, this is nice of them. Another treasure chest right here. Tome of Reincarnation. Something we will probably never use. But just in case, if there's an emergency. Oh, and there's another treasure chest that they're not giving us. Oops, my mistake. Yeah, we're almost clear here. Probably a battle or two before we finish, but I'll show you what the whole island looks like when I've got it cleared, and then we'll head east. Okay, worth noting there that we took out a Transparer. We've seen those a couple of times, but they ran away each time we fought them. Now, it doesn't look like it dropped anything too amazing. Like, none of that stuff seems like it's especially incredible. Like, the D ratio is a good item. We already have a couple of them. Yeah, I don't know. You know what we'll do is next time I go back to town, before we, we'll check out the Zeus armor, and we'll check out the bestiary, whatchamacallit, entry for that Transparer, and we'll see what we learn from that. We're almost done with this island. Actually, I might be able to do it without another fight. Yeah, there we go. Alright, island cleared. Check this out. So there are two ways to get here. One from the initial island, where the stairs are, and one from the island just to the west of the initial island, heading north. From here, we've got only really one choice, and that is to go this way. So here we are on the eastern side of the level, and I'm just going to start looking around and tell you if I find anything good. Okay, this is kind of interesting. We have another westbound thing here. Let's check it out. It can't be anything too big, right? I guess it leads to this treasure chest? Yeah, alright. Treasure chest. Dragon God Sword. Very nice item. And this little island is clear. Alright. I'll get back to exploring that one over to the east, and we'll see what we find next. Okay, we have got the stairs leading up to 24. That's a nice find, but we do want to complete this level before we keep moving on upwards, so I'm going to ignore these stairs for now, and we're going to keep looking around. Okay, we've got another thingamajig that points southward. Oh no, look at this. I guess I can check that set of stairs out, because we've been doing the whole connected level thing. Since it's been 2 weeks, I kind of forgot. But this does lead us to another sizable thing, so we'll just head back north and finish this area first. We're almost done with it. Okay, we've got a nice little treasure chest up here. Grab it, and inside is a Mark II Lancer Assault Rifle. A pretty good piece of sub-equipment. This area is actually larger than I thought it was, so probably got a couple more fights in it. But we're almost done with this little island. We'll be right back. Alright, we have finished this little island. And you know what? I'm going to take these stairs, because they're probably going to lead us to one of those barrier areas. So this puts us up here in this part of number 24. And yeah, I'll look around a bit, but I suspect we'll find a red exclamation point somewhere nearby. So I'll be hunting for that, but maybe we'll find some treasure or something on the way. Okay, this is at least worth noting. Check this out. It's a pit. Let's drop down it. Why not? Yeah, that doesn't help us at all. That doesn't do anything for us at all. In fact, we can just go right back up there without even having to fight a single fight. But there it is, so I guess I'll keep looking around. Okay, we've got a treasure chest here, which is nice. Grab that. Inside is a Spartan's Tome Energy, which I guess that'll be a big TP boost for somebody if I use it. I'm down with that. Yeah, I mean, this area can't be that large, but I guess we're going to find out for sure in the next few minutes. I'll be right back when we figure out what is next in this area. Alright, they gave us another pit. Actually, it looks like there's multiple pits. We're just going to go down them one at a time and see what happens. I guess there's no harm in that. Let's go. This one takes us here, which doesn't help us at all, as far as I can tell. I mean, really? It's not even far enough away that we get into a fight, is it? No, it's not. I mean, I guess we can try going south? Are they going to give us some treasure or something? Or no, not that easily. Of course not. Okay, we're up on 24. Looking around the south area here. Here's some cash. I'm cool with that. We can always use more money. Actually, we're up at 1.7 million right now. And if we don't, like, have a boss where we really need to throw down some library levels, we might be able to aim for that 10 million achievement. We'll see. Oh, another pit. Here we are down to the south end of this chunk of level 24. And it takes us... Oh, it actually does take us somewhere new. We're down here south of that island. Treasure chest. Hirami Lemon. We already have those. And tunnel, which leads us here, which lets us go straight back to the floor up. And, yeah. Not much of a punishment when you don't even have to fight a single fight to get back up there. Treasure chest here. Grab it, and inside is a money growing tree, which I will never complain about more cash. Not in this game. We've got a pit here that leads to the other pit. We can drop down this one, why not? And it does lead somewhere new, over on 23. So what are we doing here? What's here? Ah! Well, hold on, hold on. What does this area look like? Red exclamation point? Okay, elemental circle number 2. Fire element. That's cool. We can hopefully open up something cool with that, but we'll see. Then this tunnel actually tosses us back to the beginning of the level, which isn't that big of a deal, but it will require us to make a little bit of a trek to get back over to that set of stairs going up. Because we do still have to figure out a few things up there too. So let's finish that area and then we'll see what's next. Okay, there's a third pit down here. As you can see, I just cleared out the south chunk of this chunk of the level, if that makes sense. We'll drop down this pit, and it takes us here, which, again, is somewhere where there's absolutely no difficulty in getting back up to the 24th floor. Nothing special. My suspicion is that these 3 up in the north area are also just gonna also lead to nothing particularly interesting, but we gotta check it out. So we'll drop down this one now. Oh, this one actually takes us out to a different chunk of the level, right? So now if we want to get back, we have to go this way. And then this way. And that puts us back to the beginning of the level. And then we have to head back through these areas. Yeah, as you can see, we've got at least one more pit to check out, so we'll do that, and I'll show you guys that, and then we'll figure out what we do next. Alright, this is the last part of this chunk of level 24, as you can see. We're going to drop down this pit. I don't think it's going to do anything useful. Oh no, it took us somewhere new. Surprising. Now, does it take us somewhere where there's anything useful? Well, yes. There's a treasure chest. Explorer King's Legend, special item. I think that increases item drop percentages. We've got a small island here to explore, but not too much. Although, it will be a fight or two, so I'll get through that, and I'll show you guys what we end up with. So this is worth noting, there's a tunnel here. I'm 99.9% sure it just kicks us back to the earlier chunk of the level. And so I want to explore this island first. There's only one little pink spot left, but I think it's going to lead us to... Maybe not? Maybe not? No, it does. Okay, so it leads us here. And where does this take us? Here. Which is a treasure chest with... Ooh, oh, ninja's proof. That is a subclass. Holy cow. The number of things we have to do when we get back to town is becoming quite large. But there's no additional way to escape here, so we're going to go back to that tunnel and see make sure that it takes us where we think it's going to take us. Hold on, there'll be a fight or two. Alright, here's the tunnel. It takes us exactly where I thought it would. Okay, so we have now explored fully this chunk of level 23. We've explored fully the part going upstairs from this chunk of level 23, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we did. If we didn't, I'll go back and show it later, but I think we're clear here. So the thing to do... Oh, we need to take the wind path to the south, is what we need to do. So let's go there and continue exploring. We're gonna keep going until we get somebody kicked out from lack of TP, and then we've got a bunch of stuff to do when we're back in town. So no, what's the word? Lack of things to show off here. But let's see if we can head south before anybody runs out of TP. Okay, this is actually fairly interesting. This southeastmost, I think southeastmost little island is pretty small. There's not much on it, but there is a path further west, which leads to another island, where goodness knows what we're going to do there. This one also seems small. Or no, maybe not. So there's 2 paths north. And the question is, what does what? Like this one, well, they both look like they just lead back to the beginning of the level, but that can't possibly be true, can it? Like that one doesn't. That one leads to a staircase. And a red exclamation point. With a tunnel. And a return tunnel. So it's a two-way tunnel. Some stairs. We'll check this out just to reset our, whatchamacallit, counter. But here we are in the, kind of the central south portion of level 24. So that's interesting. We're going to give that a second. Because I don't want to forget about this pathway. Which leads us to a treasure chest, which I'm all about. Avoidance ring, main equipment. That sounds new. So we're here, as you can see. Main equipment, avoidance ring. Buffs all allies and debuffs all enemies slightly when an attack is dodged. Ooh. That could be good for someone like Koishi or for someone like Aya, where their most of their defense is due to avoidance. What does this do? Oh. Well, it certainly is good we took the first path first, because this just kicked us to a one-way. But, because of this, we can go back. And... yeah, that's weird. Check that out. As far as I can tell, there's nothing in that southwestern chunk unless we get there from 24th. Which might be true, but who knows. Anyway, we're back up on 24, we're here. And, yeah, just have to play around a bit. Oh, that's a trick. Do you see that? They gave us ice. Now, we've seen ice before over on Basement 5, but we haven't seen any ice yet in the upper areas. So that's new-ish. New-ish. Yeah, I'm just going to keep looking around. It doesn't look like it's a complicated puzzle. It just looks like something to kind of make things irritating for us, but we'll see. So this is worth checking out. You see that? There's a staircase going down directly to my south, but it's not an area that we can reach from here, it looks like. What that says to me is that there's got to be some way for us to get to that... I don't know. There must be some way to get to... I don't know. I'm confused a little bit, but all I can do is keep exploring, so that's what we're going to do. Yeesh. Okay, we're still trucking along over here on 24. We've cleared out most of that icy area. And it actually is a bit more puzzling than I thought it would be. But we found a treasure chest up here. Here's a Veteran's Tome Mind. There's a little bit more... yeah, that area is clear. But as you can see, we got some pink stuff over here. As well as one, like, pink spot that points north. That looks difficult to reach. But we'll see. Okay, this is at least worth noticing. This is the... No, okay, so you want to get here to go north. But in order to do that, you have to come from here. I know I'm only showing some of the steps, but as you can see, it's not that hard to get here. But it is a little confusing to get from here to here. Now we can head north. Gonna get into a fight. May as well just show it. Let's see where this leads us. Uh-oh, I don't have Aya in front. This could be bad. Yeah, she's not doing any damage because... Yikes! Nope, not enough. It's not working. The Holy Kedama is extremely dangerous. We have to take it out. Why did I do that? She has full MP. Whatever. There we go. Sorry. So what we did find here... Wait, how in the devil... Okay, hold on. Red exclamation point. Alright, that's 3 out of 4. And then we basically just clear this area out. And as you can see, we've cleared out this whole chunk of the level. So what we need to do, probably, is take out the rest of the pink areas in level 24. And then there's 2 rocks over there that we might be able to open 1 or more of at this point. So we can also try getting over there, but probably we want to aim for those pink spaces first. But this is a pretty good time for us to head back to town. So let's leave the dungeon. And let's do a few things. Step 1. Kane's school. Bestiary. Now, there's a lot of beasties here. But what we're looking for is that really fast thing that looks like a top. Now where it is, I'm not sure. And the name is gonna... here's all our infinity monsters. Oh boy, there we go. Here's the shadows. There's a lot of them too. Right, these are all underground dudes. But I gotta be careful not to miss it. Here we are. The Transparer. Here it is. It has a 7.6% chance to drop a mysterious structure. And that's it. It doesn't appear to be anything really special. Very strange. Very strange. What is that? Don't we already have those? Mysterious structure. Yeah, there we are. We have 5 of them. So either that creature must like drop a huge amount of experience or something, or what? But I don't know. I just don't know. We're gonna head over here and we're gonna create the Zeus armor. I think. Yeah. Because now we actually have a supply of Dragon's Manes. Now, oh, Light Needles, though. Light Needles? Hold on. I mean, I'm not going to do it if we only have, like, one way to get Light Needles. Light Staff. This might take a little longer, so we'll skip that for now. You know, if I find it, I'll show it off. We also have a new subclass, so let's go over to, say, Rinosuke, and see what Ninja does. It excels against status-afflicted enemies. It possesses skills that increase damage against afflicted enemies, increases spell drawing, or reduce damage taken by afflicted enemies. So Ninja Mastery increases speed, evade, and ailment resistances. Armor Pierce. User's attacks ignore 12.5% of the enemy's defenses, I don't know if that means just attacks or if that means also spell cards, but that would be worth looking into. Iron Oxide Caltrops. When the user's in front, enemies are always inflicted with a 4% speed debuff. Okay. Decent. Lacquered Spiked Knuckles. Damage taken from enemies inflicted with ailments is reduced by 8%. Okay. Ruffian's Knowledge. Damage dealt to enemies inflicted with ailments is increased by 8%. So this could pair really well with someone like Mystia or something like that. Someone who does ailments. Assassination Sword. Single target dark. High accuracy. Targets a single enemy. High damage multiplier. And inflicts death and a death debuff. Base power low. Okay. Swift Speed. Subclass spell that gives a speed buff to the user. The buff is small, but it has a short delay as well. Okay. Good stuff. I'm gonna look for someone else that drops light needles, and we'll find that, and we'll be right back. Okay, this is not a super rare item. Scorching Fairies, over in probably the 13 through 15 levels, drop light needles at 3%. That's really all I need to know. I suspect there are others. But the fact that we found an enemy that will drop those, just a standard enemy, it means that we don't really have to worry about using those up. Although I probably should go back and get a couple extras when I get a chance. Actually, it does seem like it's a fairly rare item because, you know, I'm only finding that one creature that drops them, for goodness sakes. Oh, there's another one. Guardians of Heaven. Okay, so we have multiple enemies that drop these. Let's go make one of these Zeus armor thingies. Because I've been waiting to ever since I found somebody that would reliably drop Dragon's Manes. Zeus armor. Let's do it. Finally. Bam. And it's not like it's a super amazing item or anything, but what it does do is it does fill out this page of the sub-equipments. So that's HP, Defense Magic 128%, occasionally nulls damage taken. A decent item for someone who you're using who, you know, uses magic a bunch. Anyway, I guess I gotta look around a bit more over in the Great Tree to see if we can figure out what we gotta do next, but I'll do that, and we'll get back to it when I find something. See you in a second. Alright, so, you may think it's a little strange that we're down here on 21, but actually, we are here because I'm checking out some rocks that we haven't checked out in a while. I figured that would be something worth doing. So let's see what we can find. First off, does this take us where I want to go? Yes, it actually does. Okay. So, there'll be a fight or two, but when we get to that, I'll show it on the map. When we get to this rock, I'll be right back, and we'll see if we can open it and maybe find out if there's something behind it. Okay, here we are at the rock, over here in the northeastern section of floor 21. 16 pieces of darkness. Well, we achieved that a while back, so not that long ago. It was only an episode or so ago, right? Yeah, well, we've got 30 now. Okay, well, whatever. We've got a red exclamation point. Alright, so we got that. I mean, that seems to hint that we want to head back to town, so let's do that real quick. No? That is a negative. Okay, well, maybe we need to check out something else. Oh, look at that. You see that? Over there in the corner? There was nothing there before, but now there's a red exclamation point. Okay, how do we get there? Pretty sure we need to go... We need to hit the button. Yeah, okay, hit the button. Go through here, right? Then we're gonna go straight down. Oh no, not there. Shoot. Okay, so the goal is to get to that other green button over there. We should get there in a minute, but I'll just cut to it, so see you in a minute. Alright, here we are. We hit this button, it opens this, it opens these two over here, and we've got ourselves a red exclamation point. Alright, a new ally. Nothing else going on this floor, it looks like, so we'll head back to town and check Tokiko out. Alright. Now, there are 2 empty slots here, and she fills up the second one, so we're still missing somebody else. But let's see what she's an attack type. Decent hit points. MP are not so great. And then kind of average defense in mind. Good TP. Decent speed. A little bit of base evade. Not bad, not bad. We'll level her up. Use up those 88 million experience points. She might be a fast leveler. That'd be cool. You can always use another fast leveler. 200. 250. Wow. 332. We'll just do the usual thing for now, right? But actually, like... She's a really quick leveler. She's almost as fast as, like, Chirno. She's comparably fast to Rumia. Which is cool. Let's see what she can do. Okay, Tokiko. Okay, so she starts out with... Oh, she has every... What? No, they just... This is weird. These are locked. But she starts out with 5 of these. Most characters start with 3. That's kind of nice. She's got the usual 2 experience things. There we go. Okay. Passive skills. Nameless Bookworm Yokai. When the user takes damage from an element less than 160 affinity, the user recovers 4% per level HP and level MP. With 4 levels. Wow. Yes. RNM's Abuse Victim. When Reimu or Marisa are at the front, the user's attack and defense are increased by level times 10%. Sure, that seems good. Crested Ibis's Feather. When the user gets a turn that has the reading effect active, the effective stat buffs active on the enemies are slightly reduced, and the effective stat debuffs active on the enemies are slightly increased. That could be good, but we need to know more about the reading effect first. Sugari no Ontachi Ornament. When the user gets a turn that has the reading effect active, the effect on stat buffs active on frontliners are slightly increased, and the effective stat debuffs active on frontliners are slightly reduced. Okay. Crossover to Endangered Bird. When the user has reading on and is at the front, these don't require her to be in the front. Slightly increases the strength of poison's HP drain, heavy speed and debuffs, defense and speed debuffs, terror stat debuffs, and silence's magic mind debuffs. So this is the first time that they've actually been clear about what elements do to enemies, because like obviously silence doesn't prevent enemies from using spell cards like it does to us, but this tells us what stats are debuffed by heavy terror and silence. Eye for an Eye. When damaged by an enemy, attack is increased by level times 5%, up to 10%. Take it, why not? Okay, love the way you read. When using the Count of Monte Cristo, Musketeer D'Artagnan, or non-Neumann systems, chances of getting reading effect increases. I mean, okay, I guess? Okay, so now her spell cards. We have the Yokai Yakuza Kick, single enemy physical, low accuracy, high power, low delay, useful basic attack known for breaking Korindo's door. If the user has reading active, the effect is removed. The effect is removed in exchange for increased power and damage multiplier. Oh, okay. And then 3 that are named after books. So Count of Monte Cristo, all enemies cold, magic attack, magic attack? Huh. High accuracy. Weird. Targets all enemies, can inflict shock and death. Not very strong. May receive reading effect after use. If reading is in effect, delay is lowered and shock and death effects are enhanced. Musketeer D'Artagnan, all enemies fire, magic attack, high accuracy, targets all enemies, silence, and reduces magic and speed, may receive reading effect after use. If it's in effect, the delay is lowered and the silence and magic speed debuffs are enhanced. And finally, non-Neumann systems, all allies mystic, auxiliary action. Cures ailments, have stat debuffs, recovers a small percent of HP for all allies. HP healed increases the target has low MP. May give a reading effect after use. Reduces delay and heals more HP if reading is active. So we'll just bump these all up to max because they're not like especially expensive or anything like that. And then I guess we'll grab all of these because they don't like override each other in any way. And we'll give her that for now. And then we'll give her all of this. Although we'll hold off on defense in mind for the moment. Ah, why not? Okay, there we are. So there's Tokiko, and she'll need some library levels before she can be useful, so we'll put her back out of the party for the time being. We'll grab Nidori? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to exploring levels 23 and 24 in just a second, so hold tight, we'll be right back. So we are over here on 24, and there are two rocks over here in the southwest corner. I just wanted to check on these real quick. Great water barrier, check. Leads to a hole. Oh, the other one looks like it leads to a hole too. Hold on. Can we even get through there? Let's get through this fight real quick. We'll give Kassen our Herb of Awakening. We'll try to waste these guys as quickly as possible. Wow, they got... Wow. Did we... No, we're leveled up. Weird. This one is the fire barrier. So yeah, we did open both of these up. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one untouched, so to speak, so that we don't like forget it. But let's drop down these two holes and see what happens. Number one, we land here on 23. And goodness knows what we're getting ourselves into. Alright, I'm gonna look around a bit and we'll be right back. Okay. First thing, red exclamation point. It's a tunnel. It's a two-way tunnel. Which, I mean, I guess I'm okay with. Okay, we got a treasure chest down here. As you can see, we're kind of in the southeast chunk of this island, it looks like. Inside is a sub-equipment Burned Man's Head Wrap. Let's check that out. Burned Man's Head Wrap. Oh, well, we got this from a battle, fighting one of the mushroom characters. I didn't realize it was our only one that we had, but we've seen them before in Nidori's shop, so it's not such a big deal. Birdman's Head Wrap. 128% hit points, fire, wind, and mystic defense. Very nice. And as you can see, there's still quite a bit of space to explore on this island, so we'll keep looking around. Okay, we've got a treasure chest here. We're over on the west side of this chunk. Inside the chest is a Robe of Lords. A good item, but we already have a couple. At least one. And we're almost cleared with this area. Might get into one more fight. But what we found was there's a fight. Hey, a Transparer. Hit and a kill. And she missed. Come on, Rumia. There we go. It's decent damage. So what we found was a wind thing here. And it looks like it goes across to here. which leads us to question mark. It leads us to stairs up to the 24th floor, which is nice. But I feel like there might be something else it leads us to. Who knows? So let's clear this out real quick. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing on this little island except for these stairs. But I bet I know what these stairs are going to do. They put us here, which we'd seen earlier. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to explore this area. I'll let you guys know if I find anything useful. Okay, this is useful. We went all the way west in like an almost unbroken pathway. Then there was a little thing off the end there you can see. And that gets us to a treasure chest with an affection gem, which is nice. Gems are good because we do need to get people up to the 10 gems so we can start using jewels on them. Anyway. Okay, check this out. There are 2 wind things here that lead south, extending the level southward. See that? That's interesting. More exploring to do, and more fights. So we'll cut here, and I'll let you guys know when I find anything useful. Okay. Well, we've looked at this whole area, and all that's left is this one little thing that sends us this way. And I don't know. Treasure chest? Treasure chest? Philosopher's Stone, okay. Is that sub-equipment? Wow. There it is. No, it's not the first one. That's a good item, though. And that's it. So, we're gonna have to head back, west and then north, and then to the other thing that you can see in pink right there. So that's where we're headed next, but we'll cut to it, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. We can go south from here, and this leads us to another little island somewhere. I have to explore. But really... Oh no, there's more... You see that down there? There's more wind things. Alright. I'm gonna keep exploring and, the usual. We'll be right back when I find something. Okay, check this out. I'm a little surprised, honestly. It looks like we're getting set to take another wind path over here. Yeah, I guess so. And then, there's not a whole lot here. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Red exclamation point. Alright, let's grab this. Alright, we got the 4th barrier. Yeah, no, wait. Or maybe there's a 5th one. Oh yeah, we don't have, I guess it would be wind? I guess we don't have, air yet. Or, yeah, I don't know. Well, okay, I guess there's one more. I thought there were 4, because there's 4 rocks up top, or down in 23, right? Yeah, but I guess there's 5 barriers. Okay, fine. That makes a little bit more sense, because, I was like, oh, wait, aren't they missing an element? But in this game, there's 4... I don't know, whatever. They're making it how they want to. Alright, I've finished exploring this particular island. Not much else to do down here, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to repeat the process that we got to the first pit, up to to our northwest, and I'm gonna head to that other pit that we left alone. So let's head back to town and head back up to 23, and then it's just a quick dash over here and here up to 24. This isn't even that far either. We might get through this without having a fight. So you can see we've flown past all of that now. Although there is one more downstairs over there. Okay, here we are. Yeah, we're gonna make this without, yeah, here we go. Just get everything. And down we go. Now we're back on 23. Here's a red exclamation point. Well, so they've suggested that we have all 4 masks that we need. So the question is, where is Kokoro? And well, I guess we'll have to find her. They're going to give us, I guess, a tunnel here. Bam, tunnel. And yeah, I'll do some, well, we gotta, unless, so you know how I said there are 4 stones, right? Is it possible that they're the 4 stones that we need for this? Fire barrier, okay. Water barrier, okay. Earth barrier, check. Wood barrier, check. Random fight. We'll just run through this. But like, hold on. Give me a second here. Okay, we got a red exclamation point. What do we got? Okay, so we got the 5th barrier and a subclass and a tunnel that leads goodness knows where. Well, it's two-way at least. Okay, we're over here at the far southwest. And what does this do? This leads us to a set of stairs. It brings us up here to some stones. 32 darkness. 32 darkness. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wait, look, there's a red exclamation point in the center of 24 as well. Okay, we've got a little bit more to explore in 24, but let's do that. We'll head out here. We'll head back in on 23, right? And then we'll immediately head upstairs over here, like so. And we got a red exclamation point here. Alright, that's a new party member. Let's finish exploring this chunk of 24 before we head back to town and check Kokoro out. So I'm gonna just kind of finish off these few little pink spaces. And if I find anything useful, I'll let you guys know. Alright, excuse me. So it turned out that even though there's quite a bit of separation between the different areas that were kind of pinked, that still had pink spots, they all kind of connected together, and all that's left down here is this one treasure chest. An anima crystal. Which I'm pretty sure is like one of those like really good, like 400% items. We got a couple ambrosia randomly from random fights. Kind of surprising. Where is it? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. Anima crystal, there it is. Magic, cold, nature, physical. Good stuff. Alright, well, this finishes out level 24, except for right there. It's too bad they didn't give us a, what do you call it? What's it called? Why am I blanking on this? Relay point. It's too bad they didn't give us a relay point there, because we'll have to fight our way back there next time we want to go there. But, yeah. All that's left now is to go back to town, and I guess we gotta head downstairs for a little while. We gotta get a couple more dark fragments before we can continue further in the upward area. So, yeah, I'll do a little bit of leveling up, and we'll head back downstairs, and I'll see you in a second. So here I am, forgetful me, I forgot that we got a new character. we got Hata-no-Kokoro. So, looking at her, she starts out, decent hit points, kind of meh MP, decent TP, but nothing special. Defense and mind are a little below average, but equal and decent, and her attack and magic are also equal. So she's going to be like one of those mixed characters. She got a little bit of base evasion and okay basic speed. So let's level her up. I always enjoy this. Just watching the experience points count up. 10 million, 20, 50. There we go, 320. And we'll go half and half in those for now and put a little extra into speed for why not. Something like that. So she's pretty average stats, basically, as far as it goes. Let's see what her skills do, though. So to do that, we gotta put her in the party. Kokoro. Skills. Okay. Attack, def, magic, and mind to start. 4 instead of 3, which is still better. Motivated heart, hands-on experience as usual. Alright. Whoa, not much here. Okay, what do we got? Myorin Temple Discipline. If the user is in front with Hijiri, the user copies 1/3 of all of her stat buffs. But if the user already has a higher stat buff active, that specific stat buff will not be copied over. Fair enough. It's only 1 level. Phantasmal Emotion Transfer. Using Concentrate gives her a mask effect, giving stats changes to all allies and enemies. Using it again rotates the mask effect. So Joy increases attack and defense, physical, and lowers magic and mind, magical. Anger increases attack and magic, offensive, decreases defense and mind, defensive. Pathos increases magic and mind, magical, and decreases attack and defense, physical. And Cheer increases speed, agile, at the cost of attack and magic, offensive. That's pretty cool. Power of the Mask's Creator. When Miko is at the front, debuffs from mask effects on allies are reduced. Okay, cool. If any of the mask 66 emotions convergence, if any of the mask effects are active in battle, the user receives 2.5x on stat changes. Manipulation of emotions. If the user uses an attack with the mask effect active, the stat debuff portion from the mask effect is inflicted as an additional stat debuff. If the user heals an ally with the mask effect active, the stat buff portion is added on as an additional stat buff, so you can kind of layer them on. I'm cool with that. The Lost Emotion. Concentrate will recover 1/3 MP than normal, and ATB bar is set to 8,500 instead of 5,000. If efficient concentration is also learnt, the MP recovery will be half of normal. But efficient concentration is not a thing. I don't know. Spell cards. 4 Humor's Possession. All enemies, wind, decent accuracy. Targets all enemies with a magic attack. Properties of the spell and the ailment inflicted changes depending on which mask effect is active. Sure. Invigorated Kagura Lion. Oh wait. Efficient concentration might be something from one of the subclasses. That might be worth looking into. Invigorated Kagura Lion. Single enemy physical, high accuracy. Fighting Spirit +1 effect, maxing at level. Better stats than other similar cost spells, and can do reliable damage even with stat bonuses split between attack and magic. Okay. Worrisome Man of Ki. 8 MP, all enemies, wind and nature. Composite magic attack, baseline accuracy. Targets all enemies with composite wind and nature magic attack. No special effects, but dual element nature gives it extra flexibility. I'm down. So that's cool. We'll also buff all these because we've got the points for it. But one other thing is that we do have a new subclass that I also should probably mention. So let's go down to Kokoro. And here's Holy Blessing. A powerful subclass attainable only by the Ame no Murakumo's Blessing. Only one character can learn the subclass at a time. Wow. Holy Blessing. Always active. Attack, def, magic, and mind all slightly increased. One of the 3 treasures. When the user gets a turn and is not at full hit points, the user will absorb 5% HP from each of the other frontliners and recover double the HP absorbed. Okay, kind of double-edged, but interesting. Ninigi's sword sheath. When the user gets a turn and is not at full MP, the user will absorb 1 MP from each of the other frontliners and recover double the MP absorbed. Okay. Power of Supreme Ruler. When the user gets a turn, they will absorb 10% of all other allies and enemies' buffs and add double the amount to themselves. That's pretty good. Especially against bosses that have buffs, you know? 3 legendary swords. When the user uses a spell that consumes MP, all of the frontliners will have their MP reduced by the same amount. Each frontliner whose MP was consumed will provide an additional 16% to damage dealt. Maybe. Ame no Murakumo Slash. Spirit, single enemy, high accuracy. Target single enemy. Despite being a subclass spell, it's as strong as many unique spells. Oh, it's 10 points per as well. See that? 5 levels, but 10 points per level. Start of Heavenly Demise. Spirit class subclass spell on all enemies. Powerful AoE, high MP consumption, high delay. Magic type. And finally, World Shaking Rule. All allies' spirit gives a slight buff to all stats for all frontliners. So this subclass can only be given to one person, and I don't know who I want to give it to yet. So we'll just leave it alone for the time being. But I also wanted to check. It's not there. There's efficient concentration, right there, right? And it has 2 levels that allow you to get your concentration up to 7,000. But the other thing that she has gets her up to 8,500, I think. Does any other class have efficient concentration? Is my question right now. And we'll just look through these real quick. I think the answer is no. Not there. Not there. Not there. Nope. Well, so here's the thing. This is the only class that gives her that special ability that increases her concentration's efficiency even more. So we're going to go Guardian with her, because it's got special abilities for her. And then we can just learn that skill, right? Lost Emotion. So we'll do that, and then we'll max that out. We can do all this stuff. And we'll get Shield Bash and Shield Defense, because we have the points for it. And we'll get her... If she's going to be a frontliner, then we'll get her that. But I guess we can get her both, so why not? So there's Kokoro. It looks like she might want to be a tank, because I've got her on Guardian already. She has decent hit points. What happens if I increase her hit points to, like, level 100? That won't cost too much. So she went from like 4,000 to like 14,000. So it's like 10,000 HP per... So about 100 HP per level? Does that scale, or does that scale like geometrically? I'm not sure. Let's find out. It scales linearly, pretty much. So now she has 24,000 experience points, or hit points, sorry. It didn't cost us that much. It cost us about 100,000 money. We'll level her up later when we, want to, if we decide to. But looks like now our next thing to do is to head downstairs and explore a little bit more down there. So I'll see you in a minute. Alright, well, I had been doing a little bit of running around through the 4th thing of the Infinity Corridor a few times, just to kind of build up some goodies, and they actually gave us a plus achievement. I don't even know what it's for. Collect 96 different materials, for which you get a fighting jewel. Okay. I don't even know what it was that we got, honestly. I guess I picked up an otherworldly rainbow light just by fighting those creatures in the Infinity Corridor, and that was number 98. We had really good luck, actually, in one of the runs, and got a piece of adamantite. I mean, it's not like it's a reliable source, but like, there it is. I don't even know if we can do anything with it, honestly. Oh, Adamante goes into that. A Dragon Slaying Falchion, which we already have one of those. I don't know. I guess there's 148 different items that we can be building right now if we really wanted to. HP, defense, and mind 300%. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, we're having fairly good luck just, like, getting things randomly, so... Anyway, I guess we need to head down to, whatchamacallit? Underground floor 6, I think. Right. We need to get to the, we need to get to the downstairs over there to get to 7. So, I've done it before. I just can't remember how I did it before. Alright, I had forgotten how easy it was to get over here. So it didn't take long. There was one fight, but nothing interesting happened in it. Except that they nuked Cherno. Alright, first time in level 7. Here's a relay point, which I'm all about. And, interesting. 2 paths. Eastward and southward. It probably doesn't really matter that much which one we take first, but... Well, we gotta start exploring. So, I'll cut here and we'll see if there's anything interesting that happens in the next couple of fights, maybe? Or maybe I'll find some treasure or something. So, see you in a minute. Okay, this is something interesting. Check this out. You see these, things next to me? They're darkness. Good. Your map doesn't work there, and your, you can't see anything but which directions you can go. So these are easy ways to get lost, I bet, but I guess we'll have to find out. I'm gonna start exploring... Well, I'll explore the non-dark portions first. Do we have any new enemies here? I think all of these enemies are familiar, so... We'll cut to the next interesting thing I find. Okay. So there's a locked treasure chest over there. It's in a dark area, though, so I can't really, like... show it to you. We'll have to come back here later, apparently. Anyway. So just a little quick thing here. Figured let's do a, the usual save scum thing. We'll open this guy up over on basement 7. La Pucelle d'Orléans. That's it. What the devil is that? There it is. Oh, it's one of the very rare positive-only main equips. Base values, attack, def, and speed all up. Not insignificantly. Yeah, so we got the La Pucelle d'Orléans, we've got the Force Booster, the Nightmare Aura is just plain good. Yeah, anyway. So that is what is in there. We will save scum this out, though, of course. But I did want to let you guys know what was in that treasure chest. These look new. Negentropia, which we can't even really see it, and Resentment Mud. These are apparently new enemies. A lot of hit points. Ooh, and they do HP, like, max reduction on Komachi there? That's interesting. That thing's almost gone. Can we death him? No death effectiveness at all. I don't know, something like that maybe? Wow, 72,000 damage twice. That's pretty amazing. I don't know if this will do anything. Yeah, it's enough. So we're up at 4 million money. We're making our way towards 10. They really like to get us close to treasure chests, but not actually give us past to them. Anyway, some new enemies, and I'll keep exploring. Okay, those were familiar enemies, but that was a new item. Like, National Defense Divinity? Never heard of it. There it is. Up on page 10, so it must be good. Attack, defense, magic, and mind, 188%. Cold, wind, and dark. Okay, cool. Seems rare and good for me, so I'll take it. Part of the trick to dealing with dark areas is that you can see the dark areas after you get out of them, once you've explored them. So keep that in mind if you're playing this, that you can kind of roam around a bit, and then once you get out, you can kind of get your bearings. And it doesn't, like... It's a fog that gets around you. It doesn't prevent you from seeing the map once you're there, which is nice. Alright, looks like we've got a treasure chest here. So as you can see, there's the dark areas are very they have a bunch of little holes and little walls to watch out for. Veteran's Tome Magic, that's pretty darn good. But we're still... I think we still need the... we need the Spartan's Tome before we can use the Veteran Tomes. So, question mark. So there's that little area. We still have a little bit to the west to play with, so we'll do that, and we'll see what's next. Alright, exploring off to the west, we've got a treasure chest here. We'll grab that. Spartan's Tome Attack, okay. I'll take whatever I can get, Spartan Tome-wise. We gotta start getting those upgrades. There's that Negentropia again. Now we can actually see it because it's not covered by other creatures. The Shadow Cat's going to be tough because they have really good dodge. And Nazarene Triad it. And she hits! Okay, I'll take it. Now, she won't kill the ooze, yeah. It has just too many hit points. And too much defense. Or mind, I guess, technically. But we'll take care of the Negentropia. So Yugi's... Look at that, it's not taking any MP. Which, I mean, I'm all about. And then Komachi Deaths. So let's just clear this area out. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, well, it looks like we're headed north next. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, we've been kind of groping our way through a bunch of really dark areas, but we got another treasure chest, which is nice. Inside is a Noon Queen, which we have a bunch of those already. Not too amazing. You can see that there's a lot of areas that are, like, darkened out. And so you gotta be really careful when you're going through them to actually, like, clear out the pink areas. Especially if they're, like, not something you can see from a bright area. Anyway, Okay. Treasure chest. Unlocked. Opened. D ratio and 4. Something we already have. Oh well. It's still good to have more good equipment. Okay, we've been making our way north. And we found another treasure chest. There's a magic jewel. Fine. You can see we're leaving a bunch of pink spaces behind. I mean, it's a little extra time-consuming to look through the dark areas, especially if you get into fights in the dark areas. Because then you kind of lose bearing of which way you're going. Okay, we've got some stuff going on here. First off, red exclamation point. Tunnel. Okay, cool. It gets us back to the relay point. Level 250 enemy boss. Level 250 boss. We can probably take on this boss. Why not, right? Let's head home. Let me level up and level to the appropriate level, and we'll try this boss on it. Level 250. Alright, here we are at level 250. What do we got? Oh boy, it looks like some SDM people. We'll see. So it's only 3 of them. Alright, we gotta figure this out. Let's give it a shot. Alright, it was rough. We barely made it, but first try. Whew. We got lucky that Flounder didn't just kill all of us in, like, that first shot. Or, like, the second shot, or the third shot. Like, that was nuts. Anyway. So that gets us up to what, 33? Yeah, and then there was something that opened up with 32, right? Yeah, it was the stuff up on the top. And then I can go up through here. No, I want to take the stupid stairs, dang it. And yeah, right here were the 34s, or 24s, or 32s. The rocks that I can open now. And all they lead to is a set of... No, they don't. Hold on. What's this? Anything? It's nothing. Alright, they get us to stairs. 25. The Chin of the World-Devouring Dragon. Alright, we get a relay point and access to the 25th floor. And it looks like we got some rocks and some switches sealed by 5 elements. Alright. Very cool. Well, I think this is a good place to call it for this episode. We've made it through, the 23rd and 24th floors. There was that puzzle there. We made a little bit of advancement downstairs, down in basement 7. We got a couple more bits of dark fragment stuff, and we're gradually getting everything that we need. So yeah, we'll call it here for today. And yeah, this has been episode 38 of Labyrinth of Touhou, and we have made some good progress. And we're going to keep doing it next time. So, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you later.